Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of BT Talks. Today I have the pleasure of having my friend Chris Gialanella, who is the publisher of Modern Luxury in Southern California. So here he is. He's joining the conversation. I'm going to let him in. Here we go.
Hey,
Hello, how are you?
good. How you doing, Ben?
Very good. Good to see you.
You sure you're outside? I should have gone outside
Do you
myself.
know what? No, I'm, as you know, South Florida and Miami, we have a lot of good weather, especially during the winter, but year round. And we spend a lot of time outdoors. And I try to, spend the most time, even when I have some work to do, from calls to emails. There's Wi-Fi everywhere. So enjoying the good weather.
Right on. We get
So
the same weather you do, but we don't have any humidity, so that's good.
that is true, but now is the best time of the year, so we do not really have humidity for the next few months. Then it really comes to the summer where it's very hot.
Yeah,
But I have
see.
to say, Southern California has incredible weather, without a doubt.
We sure
Uh,
do. Yeah, you lived in LA at some point
I,
too, so you
I,
know the
I,
weather.
yeah, I lived in LA 7 years ago, in West Hollywood. It was fantastic. It was great. Can't believe 7 years went by already, but it's a great area. Just far from me, as it's better for me to be in Miami on the East Coast, closer to Europe, and I have family there and friends and business and all of that. So, but anyways, thank you for being a guest on BT Talks. It's really good to have you. So, Chris, I connected through social media, the power of social media. We have a common friend, Alvaro, who's at the
Hmm.
Super Luxury Group, and you just had a really good vibe, and we started talking. We spoke on the phone, and I wanted to do something really cool with a publisher. I think the publishing industry is very important, has always been important, especially for luxury brands. And so we're going to start with who you are and how you got your journey into the publishing industry, because you've been with Modern Luxury for quite a while, and you're responsible for the Southern California region.
Yeah. So anyway, my name's Chris Gialanella. I was born in New Jersey, went to college in Wisconsin, and I worked in D.C. on the Hill for my congressman. And I literally had no money left. And my parents said, "You got to, this is crazy." So I moved back to New Jersey and got a job in New York City. And then within about 8 months, I was transferred to Los Angeles in 1994 for a media distribution company, and worked there for about 5 years.
Yep.
Met my wife at the time, and she brought a copy of Angelino magazine home and said, "You should call the gentleman whose face is in the magazine. You should get into sales." I said, "Oh, okay, I'll try sales." So I called that gentleman, and 20 years later, here I am. So this kind of works, and that's kind of
So
my world.
so you've been very loyal, and you've been part of the journey of Modern Luxury.
No, absolutely. I've seen, obviously, when we first started, we were in the Chicago market. Los Angeles came in 2000, and then Orange County came in 2001. And we had some investment money from Roy Shamrock's investment company, and we opened up in Houston, Dallas, Atlanta. Then we kept growing, and then in 2007, Clarity Partners Investment, we were actually able to open up in New York, Miami, markets like that. And then in 2010, we were purchased by Cumulus Radio, Dickey Brothers. They've been
Yep.
our owners for the past 10 years. Wonderful guys. And now we merged with Niche Media, that you may know, Ocean Drive,
No, it's
back in
huge. Yeah, yeah.
2017. So then we added more markets to our portfolio that we didn't have prior, like Philadelphia and Boston. And obviously the coveted Ocean Drive brand is so iconic in Miami.
Of
So we're
course.
thrilled to have that part of our portfolio as well.
So how many markets do you have as of today? How many markets
We're in,
does Modern Luxury have? Yeah.
we're in 22 markets, and we've got 88 locations. And then
Wow.
within every market, we've got digital capabilities, experiential, obviously editorial, PR. That's kind of how we package Modern Luxury to, obviously, our readers and our potential advertisers.
Of course. So let's talk about that. I think it's very interesting because obviously with everything that's going on, but all industries are evolving. Whether it's real estate, publishing, design. I mean, everybody's evolving. We're adapting also to technology, innovation. How has the publishing industry evolved? How has modern luxury adapted? And what
Yeah.
tools are you using? Yeah,
So obviously, when March rolled around, obviously every business was sort of hurt in the beginning, and it was sort of like, whoa, what are we going to do here? We actually decided to create our first ever Hope issue that came out in May, where we honored the frontline workers. And normally, modern luxury tends to stay away from anything political or news
of
or
course. Yeah,
sports. We're really luxury lifestyle, but we really took a stab at it. We created a fantastic national editorial piece with about 50 really amazing people what they're doing during the pandemic, so our heroes. And that issue took off, and I was really proud of it. And obviously, we had a lot of advertisers who use phones. There were advertisers, a lot of hotels, and restaurants, and some of the industries that really got hurt the most. We just literally had to get back and really support our clients and really figure out what we need to do to help them. So it's simply a phone call. How are you? What can we do to help you? I remember in the beginning we supported all the restaurants. Now with social media,
yeah,
but there are certain categories that's done well with us. Obviously, real estate to begin with, kind of out of nowhere, got really hot. People really wanted their utopias, offices to be something dynamic, and a lot of people moved during the pandemic and upgraded. So home design and real estate really were remarkable. They kind of took a turn. So our business kind of reflects a lot what the real estate market is doing as well. We're all catering to the luxury market.
of
So
course.
that
No,
business
yeah,
seems to
the
do
luxury
pretty well.
market is quite important, and obviously, all things real estate, architecture, design is quite popular in major magazines. Especially like Modern Luxury. There's a few other of your competitors that do that, but I think like so. What does Modern Luxury? I see what I've seen because I read it actually a lot. I see it in a lot of different places, and I also go on the digital platforms and all that. And you're very focused on storytelling, which I think is a very important element of all things. Putting your brand out there and showing who you are, the personalities involved, the products involved. How do you go about storytelling with the luxury
You know,
brands? Or yeah,
yeah, I kind of look at ourselves as connectors in the community. So we
yeah,
connect businesses with consumers. We connect consumers with our magazine. We connect businesses with businesses. So our jobs, in the sense, are really to make sure our businesses are doing well, and everyone's kind of supporting each other. So we're kind of I'd say, a mouthpiece to the community in the luxury space. And right now we've got amazing editorial staff. We've got a team in New York who do all the fashion. So literally, Modern Luxury started off as really a top national regional magazine. And the beauty of our publications is that when you read them, they have a national appeal to them. So it's like you're reading a national book. But the beauty is you have local people on the streets support these local businesses. So that's the beauty of it. So let's say Harry Winston wants to have 30 VIPs in their salon, we can deliver them. So there's all sorts of things that we do. It's awfully windy where you are. You hear the
really?
wind.
Can you hear the wind a lot?
Yeah, I hear the wind. So I don't know
Got
if
it. Okay,
anyone heard what I said, but anyway.
I can
My
hear you
friend
very well.
Michael from
Yeah.
New York is on, and he's saying it's very windy. So I don't know if anyone could hear.
There's a little bit of wind, but I can hear you very well. So I don't know
Yeah.
how it's on the other side. Wow.
Yeah. So there's Rick, too, from Douglas Elliman in Los Angeles. He was one of our modern men. He just joined us. So basically, we also, what else has been really successful for us? We do these featured profile sections that run where people kind of promote who they are. So we ran Power Players, which could be anybody in business. We ran Modern Man, which is a lot of real estate individuals are a part of Modern Man. We do a photo shoot, editorial style Q&A. So there's ways that a lot of our businesses promote each other really by themselves. And with social media being so prevalent, it's important for everyone to have a brand and have control over that. So we've been very successful. And right now we're working on our real estate leaders section that's running in February, which is everything real estate. agents, brokers, real estate attorneys, anyone to do with real estate can be featured in this piece. So we really cater to the specified categories that are important.
Yeah. And so besides the publishing of, the magazine, you have a lot of, digital content. So you use the social platforms and digital content, and also you mentioned experiential. Tell us a bit about that, because I think that, obviously now it's a little different time, but I think all is coming back. But tell us
Yeah.
about the experiential. Yeah.
So, we do signature events in all of our markets. Like, for example, in Los Angeles, we do a big food event called Live and Dine. Clearly, we had to cancel all of our events. What we started doing in sort of September time was we had smaller, intimate dinner parties with 15 people, social distance, temperatures taken, 2 people per table, because we have a lot of spirit brands that invest in modern luxury. So these spirit brands want to activate. So we've done a few dinner parties this year, but literally all of our events have really been postponed, and we're probably looking at Q2 of 2021 to really look at when the events are going to come back. We got to get this virus under control. This vaccine is going to start taking effect probably around Q2, so we're hoping that that's when we can start seeing more of our experiential. But honestly, Ben, we've been doing a lot of digital. Obviously, the Zoom experiences.
Of
Where
course. Yeah.
I hosted a wine tasting with the legendary Vanessa Williams, and we had an amazing wine brand. We brought in different partners from Porsche. We had a charity partner, Drive Toward a Cure. So we really, again, mixing different businesses together to create something dynamic. So we've done our share of virtual events, but I'm looking forward to getting back out and support and being out and seeing people and doing all that good stuff.
I think we all are. Here, in Miami, South Florida, people are back out. Let's see how it's going to go over the next few weeks. Everything is kind of like open up, but I'm confident that everything will be fine and we'll get back, to, I don't know if it's the first quarter or the second quarter of 2021, of like regular events and all that stuff, because now, I think we need to all move forward.
Absolutely.
What are the major luxury brands you guys work with?
So anywhere from the luxury fashion brands like, Omega watches to Cartier to Tiffany, down to, local businesses like an upscale furniture store like Minotti or Grace Home Furnishings, or, to real estate agents like we work with Douglas Elliman and Compass, all those big brands. Then we have segues of like, medical. We work with a lot of plastic surgeons. You name it, anything to do with luxury is who we work with. So,
Yeah.
My job I run the Orange County and Palm Springs market now, and my job is to really get our readers into these stores and making sure that all of the businesses in Orange County are prospering, getting people back to the hotel. To me, that's been the hardest part. I remember on my anniversary, my wife and I got married at the Ritz-Carlton in Marina Del Rey. It was our 20th, and we, walked over there, and it was literally nobody around. It was so depressing, and all the people that are out of work, it's just been really, really tough on them. So I'm looking forward to seeing a thriving hotel where there's activity and things going on, because, there's nothing worse than walking into like the resort at Pelican and really not seeing anybody around.
Yeah, I think the hospitality industry has been the hardest hit, but I know it will come back. It just will
Yeah,
be a little different, you know.
right.
So sorry if there's a little bit of wind. I hope you guys can hear me.
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But also, Ben, another focus for us is some of these driver markets. No one's getting on an airplane right now, or very few. People are afraid to get on a plane. So the staycation business has been strong. People are driving out to Palm Springs from Los Angeles or San Diego. So we're building up our modern luxury Palm Springs brand for 2021. We launched it about a year and a half ago. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of activity where people are getting in their cars and experiencing what's in our backyard. So I think that's a positive thing that's happening, instead of hopping on a plane and going, you can experience it within your own city, which is kind of nice.
And something I wanted to touch on, which is very important because you guys are very good at doing that, is really building a brand. There's a lot of components to it, but when you get exposure through publishing, a company like yours, Modern Luxury, whether you're luxury, brand watches or a hotel brand or even a real estate agent, it's huge exposure, if it's done properly, on and offline, through the magazine or through social media, through video, through events. How do you usually work with the different brands, the companies, the profiles? And have you had some like really good success stories of, someone who, a brand or someone who wasn't that well known, and they worked with you, and you created a unique story, you positioned them well, and
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's interesting because whenever we're meeting with a customer, we really try to have them experience the 360 approach of modern luxury between print, digital, experiential. We want them to have a touch point of every single thing we do. And our digital program is so robust that honestly, it's a great opportunity for even like a real estate agent. You could be a part of our luxury listing campaign, where basically we target individuals who are actively searching for luxury properties. We hit them up with an email, set day campaign, and then day three we send another email out, and then we also integrate their social media sites, and then we provide the agent with a warm lead list of anyone who clicked on the opportunity with name, postal address, and email. So it's really a great opportunity for individuals to get direct response and really get their hands on a group of people who are interested in the product. So digital has come a long way. And as far as success stories, I mean, we've had many success stories. Obviously, like automotive, we're working on a big deal for Porsche. The automotive industry is coming back strong. I don't know if it has to do with people maybe don't want to take Ubers or go into Ubers anymore, but cars are becoming, kind of old is new. Print magazines are coming back. So,
yep.
we've got a lot of success stories, and I'm just proud of what I do. And obviously, Ben, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've seen it all, but honestly, when it comes down to it, we provide great content to our readers and great services to our advertisers. So as long as we're doing that right, we're always going to be successful.
That's what it's all about, whether you're in the publishing industry or in any other industry. I think if you find the right environment of the people who understand the way you want to work, who are like-minded people, and you evolve with time, and you also find stability. I think a part of your success is that you've been, with the company for 20 years, and you've helped them evolve in the right direction. And it's the same thing, a real estate agent or, anybody, who wants to evolve quickly and be part of a family and be part of something big, So for me, I'm with Douglas Elliman. It's my family. I've been with them only for a year, but I want to be with them, on the long term and build something, with them.
I have a good success story for you for Douglas Elliman. When they moved to Beverly Hills, we created a really great partnership between Douglas Elliman and Harry Winston, where we had our charity and social daybook event at the Harry Winston Salon, and Douglas Elliman was our partner. We created a Douglas Elliman Lounge. All the individuals, obviously, a very high network group of people at this event. So Dottie came out. I don't know if Howard was there, but obviously Douglas Elliman came out to support. I think they were very impressed because they were new to LA and they wanted to make sure that they were reaching the right people. So our audience is really the right fit for Douglas Elliman. I've been to many events with Knight Frank and the whole group. So we're kind of tuned into everything that's happening, especially in the real estate world. It's important for us, and that's a big part of how we distribute the magazines. Obviously, based on real estate value and household income. So we also want to make sure the people who are reading the magazines are the people that you guys are buying and selling from.
Of course, I think that's something that Element is very strong at, and I see it. Is branding, marketing, and PR, and we're pretty much everywhere, and it works. We associate luxury real estate with lifestyle. We partner with the right brands, with the right people, and that's why there's a lot of successful people within Douglas Elliman that stay also. That's very powerful. So what is the typical day in the life of Christopher, as a publisher?
Oh boy. You mean pandemic, Christopher, or pre-pandemic?
Both.
Well,
generally speaking, and then you can say how you adapted. Yeah.
I miss the office environment. We moved our offices. We're in a smaller office now, but I'm the only person that goes in. My editor's and I, so we sales team is, everyone's working from home. So I miss that camaraderie of brainstorming and coming up with great ideas. And it's all day long on Zoom, but that personal approach I kind of miss. So, a day in the life is really, I'm in charge of all the business. That's really what I do. I'm in charge of all the advertising, the marketing, and anything to do with money coming into publications. So, I spend a lot of time with the sales team, and I continue to do that. When the pandemic hit, and I've always been the guy knocking on doors, not afraid to pick up the phone to call anybody, because I think it's important to know my phone calls is a call that can help a business. So I continue to do that, and I think during the pandemic, we've all worked harder than we've ever had before. And our hope issue was really a reflection of that, where we had individuals do thank you ads, small businesses provide something to us for the next week. So I'm always the guy who's out and about trying to make it happen, and I'm still doing that now.
That's what it's all about. I think, we're all in sales, whatever industry we're in. And, the best way to make things happen is, calling people, reaching out to people through social, just being in touch. And, at the end, if you reach out to several people every day, new connections, older connections, whether you're selling advertising or real estate or whatever it is, it's just really being active every single day.
And I think you're absolutely right, Ben. I think a lot of people also miss talking to somebody. I mean, we're all literally on our email all the time. Zoom is tough to have conversations with so many people on a Zoom call. But I think personal interaction, conversation is a big part of how we're going to get through all this.
That's why I think, yeah.
I think people want to talk on the phone and talk about how they feel and what they're going through. And I think it's an important time to do that. I mean, we never dreamed we'd be in this situation, but we are, and we're going to be out of it soon. And I'm optimistic that we're already seeing our Q4 numbers are really great for the company. And getting into Q1, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm looking forward to having a profitable year next year for sure.
I think, I am as well. I think 2021 is going to be a very, very good year. I mean, 2020 was unexpected, but we adapted. I think we were quite strong all across the country. And we used, we learned a lot of new things, and we used technology as much as we could. All the tools of video and all that is great, and we will use them, the right way. But the personal relationship will never go away. I really do believe that we all need, to be surrounded by people and, talk to people in real life.
I agree. Ben, how have you been adapting to everything? Like, walk me through what you've gone through.
So, the first few months, everybody was pretty much, working from home, but kind of locked down. Then everything kind of, opened up a bit. I think in Miami, South Florida, we're a little cooler on that. Here we have everything that's open. So there was a lot of Zoom calls, Zoom meetings, this and that, and it was good at some point. But then, I think I go on a Zoom call here and there, but, I really I'm a people person. I love people. I love seeing people, helping people. But then, through the summer, things started to open up, and, I continued. I did a lot of showings. I did a lot of virtual showings also for clients from, out of town. And look, during this whole pandemic, I learned a lot about the business. I learned a lot about technology, and I adapted, and I kind of see what's coming. And I'm looking forward to 2021. I think we're all over 2020. But it's been good.
Yeah. I bought a T-shirt online. I can't. It says F 2020, and I wear it a lot. So I would get one of those.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry to interrupt you. I got excited about my T-shirt.
No, it's all good. But luckily, the real estate activity in South Florida and Miami has been very strong. So we've been a lot of the real estate brokers here have been quite busy. As you can see, there's a big movement of people moving down here, not just second residence as main residences, because I don't know if you came to Miami recently, but Miami has changed tremendously, and we're very lucky also that we have excellent mayor who happens to be a friend, Francis Suarez, who is a big Miami brand ambassador and is pushing in the right way for a lot of people to come down here, whether you're a CEO, you're a startup founder, you're in finance, all industries. But now there's a big push for, you know, startups from the Northeast and California actually to come down here. Obviously, tax reasons and lifestyle and all that. So we'll see how it goes.
I used to spend every summer in Miami growing up. I grew up in New Jersey, and my uncle owned nightclubs in Miami, and there were a couple of hotels that I used to stay at, Marco Polo, North Miami,
Sunny out, yeah.
the Doral, the Fountain Blue, the Newport. I don't know if some of these hotels are there. I know the Marco Polo was still there. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah.
those were the hot spots, back in the day.
And I think, there's Miami offers so much. I mean, I was in New York for many years, in a city I truly love, and I feel New York. I feel Parisian New Yorker. I grew up between both, and I lived in different places. But Miami is very special because I find that there's an energy that there is nowhere else. Like we would say New York, but I would say Miami because of its warmth. And there's a mix of New Yorkers, Europeans, and Latin people. So that is very unique. And I think when you have you want to start a business, you have a big idea, whatever industry it is in, you can make things happen because the city will open its arm, and you just need to meet the right people. And on top of it, I mean, you have a really exceptional quality of life. That is, I think, the number one reason people are here is the quality of life. You're close to the ocean, you have good weather, and there's pretty much everything you find in New York or in a big city. So restaurants, all this. So I think like 2021 will be a very good year for a lot of us. We're very lucky, and I feel very blessed. But you have to keep moving forward. I think whatever happens in the world, I think we're all bombarded by a lot of news and different things. We don't know what to think. It's right, it's wrong. Whether it's politics or something else going on. But I think look, we're very lucky to be in a good place, and I really believe in the future of Miami. And I think over the next 5-10 years. Before that as well, but in the next 5-10 years, Miami's going to be even better. It's a young city. It's a young city.
That's great.
But I would definitely want to work with you guys for the Miami publication.
All right, I'll be calling you after that to get for ads.
Why not? Let's make 2021 a big year.
I'll have you meet our team there. Liana runs Miami Magazine, and Portland runs Ocean Drive.
For sure.
You have 2 publications in Miami.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful place where you guys live, and honestly, it's great to be in warm weather. I mean, there's a big snowstorm right now in New York. But I'm
unfortunately,
I'm looking at all the photos, videos online of my friends that live in the city and back east, and I wish I was there. One of the hard parts for me, I don't know where your parents are. I haven't seen my parents since 2019. They're back in New Jersey, so I'm looking forward to hugging my mom and playing golf with my dad.
Yeah, for sure.
A fun thing to do.
For sure. But you're more than welcome to come to Miami. I'm definitely going to come to Southern California for sure. I love that area, and I really want to come for a trip there. So we'll meet up for sure in 2021.
You got it.
So thank you so much for being a wonderful guest. If people want to reach out to
No,
you were very good.
All over the place.
No, it's all good. I mean, look, I love doing this. I know the conditions weren't that perfect. I wanted to do it outdoors. I have some wind. I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. I hope everybody enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah.
I see Ben Bilek who's joining the conversation.
Oh, I know Ben. I get all Ben's emails as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I see all his videos. Sam, he's a great friend. I love him.
I think he moved back to Miami. Sam, are you still in Miami?
No,
he's here for a while.
He's all over. I think he's in Atlanta or in Tennessee.
He is?
Where are you, Sam? Sam.
He's still, maybe he's signed off.
It's all good. But
anyway,
look, let's make sure to stay in touch. Where can people join you if they want to reach out to you? I mean, I know you're active on social.
I'm on Instagram at Christopher Gia. Now, I spelled my last name long as hell. It's Gialanella@modularkey.com.
Very cool. So, Chris, thank you so much for being a wonderful guest. Thanks to everyone who joined the talk. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you either in Miami or California.
Take
All
care.
right. Thank you.
Bye bye.